Hey guys, so this video was supposed to be showing you guys how the gearbox was performing and chronoing it, etc. But there was a problem. I put it together, it was going really well, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden the gels started coming out like half speed, and then all of a sudden two were coming out and so forth. And what was happening was I noticed the barrel was moving forward. So I'd push it back, fire twice, and then move forward again. So I had to pull it down, and two things happened. And I think the initial thing that happened was the gearbox. It broke here on both sides. So this is obviously the weak spot in the gearbox. Okay, and so that's what's happened here. You can see that crack there, and on this side there. And what I believe is that somehow, I don't know how, but maybe during the action that's gone forward and has pushed the top half of the T-piece forward, just enough that it has broken up in here. Because when I pulled it apart, these two little, I'll grab them here, where is it? These two little bits of plastic dropped out of up in here, and where they're from is up in here. I don't know if you can see it properly, but this little piece is from in here on both sides, and what it does, it stops the top half of the T-piece from advancing any further. So it sets it at that distance there, exactly there. So because it broke them through, because it's really brittle and weak, it's pretty poor actually. It's gone through that 5 mil or so, which puts the feed out up to the bottom half of the top up, the hop up, puts the feed out here, and then just loses FPS, and then gels come out willy-nilly. Okay, so that was my problem. So to try and fix that, because I haven't got any spare gearboxes, and it had happened to this one previous, and now it's happened to this. So I don't know, failing improvement in the gearbox shell, I don't know what to do. So anyway, I've made this piece of plastic up here to take up the gap from here, and it's jammed in there. And I've also put a I don't know if you can see in there, I've cut a keyway out in it so the tappet can run freely. So you see that there. So that's in there nice and tight. It's holding that back to so it's like it can't come apart, and it's holding it in original shape. So I think that'll work there. Now the next thing is I'll glue these little pieces back into here, and that's going to do jack shit basically. But what I've come up with is in here. What I want to do is put a solid wall here to stop the T-piece advancing. So I've come up with two washer systems that will fit in there neatly. Then I've sized, this was a slightly bigger, I've sized it down, and that'll fit in here. So then the barrel will run through here. Okay, come into here and it will stop just there. So that's going to stop that in exactly the right position. It won't advance any further. There's no way of breaking through that. And I've sized it just right so that this half will come on. And there. So that is impossible to advance through there. It's set in the right, exactly the right spot. So, you know, no more breakages there. So with that, plus the this bit of plastic that I've put in here, which by the way is just from a, I've just cut it from a breadboard, so it's that sort of plastic. Fit it in there. The gearbox, by the way, was going perfectly. No problem at all. Things were working, like this, that bit of plastic that I've put up in here. That's been working spot on. You can see the pistons running true. So through all the pre-testing, before I was going to video chrono and all that sort of thing, was running, you know, it's all going spot on really nicely. Okay, so I'll put it back together, so hopefully this piece works. Plus down here with the washers inside there, and maybe that'll be all the dramas of this. Who knows? We'll see. Alright guys, so I'll put that together, give her a test, and hopefully that's it. And can chrono and do the rate of fire, FPS, so forth. Hopefully that'll be it. Alright, we'll see you then.
Charlie, don't surf!